What's up, YouTube? It's Chris with Murphy Firearms Training. I'm going to talk about one-handed handling techniques. So let me show you a picture. So there's the broken bone. There's my pinky. And there's my hand. Okay? And it has 2 screws in it and stitches and all that fun stuff. And I can use my fingers. I can move them, but I can't use them because if I pull on anything, it pulls on that spot where the screw is. So it really hurts. So anyway, I'm going to start with guns. And the first thing I'm going to tell you is if I am one-handed, obviously one good choice is a revolver. I can close it with my thumb. I can put my finger in a good trigger finger position here, push the cylinder release, open it up. I can sit this gun on the table, load it, close it, holster it, and safely fire it one-handed. Okay, so revolvers are, of course, an option if you're one-handed. But a lot of us like semi-automatics. So let's talk about semi-automatics for a minute. And I'm going to tell you a couple of things. First of all, the rear sight and the slide lock are going to determine if I can carry a gun over the next 6 to 8 weeks. So let's start with what is a bad rear sight. And it's actually not a bad rear sight for normal, but for a one-handed person, this is a bad rear sight. So notice this Novak rear sight here, and it's angled. I want you to see the angle of that rear sight. Now I'm gonna bring another Ruger in, just to show you the contrast here. Notice how that rear sight has a lip on it, okay? Okay, so bad, good. Okay, then I've got this Ruger here that has an adjustable sight where if you press on it, it moves. That's bad. I want a fixed front sight. Here's a Smith & Wesson. What do we see? Nice ledge. See that big ledge at the front of the rear sight? Here's another Ruger. Big ledge at the rear of the front sight. These are not Ruger sights. This came with those same Novaks that other one had. These are... Who makes these? True Glow. These are True Glow night sights. And so I bought these night sights because they have that ledge on them. Here's my Glock 26. Also aftermarket sights. Okay. These are Ameriglow Ghost Ring sights. You can see the ghost ring there. And again, notice it's got a ledge on the front, okay? Okay, so I don't do adjustable sights because they move, okay? I don't do sights that are sloped on the front because there's nothing to catch. If I've only got one hand and I want to carry a semi-auto, I need a sight that has a ledge on it. And I need a belt that it will catch on, okay? So this particular gun here, totally unloaded, I can work the slide, and I practice working the slide on my belt. This is one of my Gorilla gun belt with the steel reinforcement. So that steel reinforcement allows this gun to catch. Those rear sights have that ledge. They catch on that belt, and I can work this slide. So if I have a jam, I want to lock the magazine, okay, I can actually drop that magazine and I can lock this slide one-handed, okay? So I don't need, okay? And I've had folks comment in the past on my videos that I like to use the slide lock. This is actually the 4th time I've had surgery on my left hand. And so I don't tend to grab the slide and pull back. I tend to use my slide lock. The reason I do that is because I practice running my gun one-handed. And so again, this gun, I can work it on my belt, okay? Just like I could with my hand. I can lock the slide back, okay? I can set a magazine on the table, put a new mag in, snap it shut, okay? So, again, this Ruger, it's got the ledge rear sight. It's got a very nice, easy to reach slide lock. I can work this gun, okay? I can work this gun right off of my belt, voila. I can lock the slide, I can insert a mag, I can drop the slide, all one-handed. If you look at my Glock, it's got the ghost ring sight on it. It's got the extended slide lock. The reason for that, the Glock 26, I can run it one-handed easily, okay? Again, I can take my thumb, I can activate that lever, I can lock even on that compact 9, I can run that gun with one hand. So I wear a stiff gun belt and I carry a gun that has a sight like this Ruger Max 9, like this Glock 26 with the Ameriglow Ghost Ring. This is not the stock Smith & Wesson sight. This is, who did this? I think this is Ameriglow as well. So that's Ameriglow night sights. And this is True Glow night sights on my Ruger American. So a lot of aftermarket sights, if I put on aftermarket sights, they have to have that stiff front ledge so I can run my gun one-handed. And the idea actually came when I attended a course one time where the guy said, what if you take a hit in your weak hand while you're shooting? And he made us shoot one-handed. Then he said, what if you take a hit in your strong hand and made us shoot weak-handed? So since that course, I've had now 2 hand surgeries, and I've had to carry one-handed. So something to think about. A revolver works great. I can load this, close the cylinder, operate the gun, open the cylinder. Reloading is not going to happen. I'm not going to practice reloading one-handed. I also don't practice reloading my semi-autos one-handed, but I figured since I just got 2 screws in my left hand, it was a perfect time to make a video about how to run a semi-auto one-handed, okay? So that means you've got to use your slide lock. It's got to be something you can reach and activate with just your thumb. You got to have sights with a ledge on them and a good belt that those sights can grab, okay? So anyway, thought it'd be a fun topic for a video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe. Give us that thumbs up. Let us know if you want to see anything. And wish me luck on this, because I hope to get back to shooting my .454 Casull sooner than later.